Peace. So I am outside waiting for my bus. It is actually should be about 3:50 by now in the morning. I right now am a screener at a hospital. It's just my part-time job for right now. With my journey in trying to get myself at a manifestation standpoint when it comes to finances is very slope, and let me just share my journey here. For the past couple years now, I would really say for a while now, I wouldn't even say 2 years, I have been having hardships with my finances, trying to invest into myself. And I'm gonna just tell you, having clientele, support, resources to get yourself at a strong standpoint is so fucking important right now. Because if you don't have no clientele, you don't have no support like that, you're pretty much on your own and you're sitting duckling at that point. Now, if you know the right people, you got your shit together, it'll be easier for you. But if you're literally starting this from scratch and you're literally doing this all by yourself with barely any money coming in, it's going to be fucking hard. I'm telling you this because I'm experiencing that myself. No matter what you are trying to do, you got to have a strong clientele. So here's my journey. I currently still to this day do not have certain resources to get myself at a strong standpoint because it takes for you to spend money to make money. I can literally share you of the shit that I've been through that I would warn you not to get yourself into, because you don't know what you're getting yourself into until you actually step your foot in it for a little while and realize that the shit is really, realize that it sucks. If you ever get caught up in scams, please don't do it. You don't know what you're getting yourself into until someone actually gets too handsy and using your name for everything, and you don't even know who it's coming from. People can easily manipulate you and use you for many reasons and promise you money that will never come. That's just my witness standpoint. And I'm going to say this because you may not be doing anything at all, and they could still hold you accountable and say that you did it, even though they're doing all the action. Most of what you're doing is giving them the money to do it, and you don't know what they're doing. And that's why I said, don't get yourself caught up in believing what other people say and scams and shit, because they can fuck you over, and you may not ever receive the money that they promise you. So let me just put that out there as a warning. Okay. My allergies been kicking in. But that was a strange little smell. Anyway, ways to invest into yourself. Now, if you want to start your own business, you have to be mindful of, even though you don't have clientele and you're trying to get, certain amount of, let's just say if you're trying to get approved for a loan or if you're trying to apply for grants, there's so much out there. It's just the eligibilities are very low, especially for Black women right now. Like, literally, we are at the shit slope of people don't want us to be, if you don't have friends that can really help you, yeah, it's going to be much harder because it makes it so much harder for minorities. Well, scratch that. Majorities. We're not minorities, we're majorities. Um, make it so much harder for cultures. It's crazy. Um, if you can afford it, invest yourself into a EIN, that is an employee sorry, an employee identification number, so you can apply this year for SBA before it's too late. Um, invest into an LLC or a S corporation. And S corporation is really um, an individual file. Once you're doing your taxes, you are not really trying to hire other people. It's just you. A limited liability corp. I think it's company or corporation. I think that's what the abbreviation is. I'm sorry. Um, is what a lot of people are doing right now. It's just you have to be mindful of the limited capabilities that you have to have once you're actually filing it. So just be cautious of when you are filing for taxes for next year. When you're building your business, you have to literally keep up with everything. All your, hold on. Okay. You have to keep up with everything. All your supplies that you've bought, tally that shit. Mileage that you've drove, or even if you take the bus, how many bus tickets you've bought. Put that shit down. Everything. I've learned a lot of mistakes. I've had dealt with a lot of mistakes being a massage therapist since 2015. Didn't even realize that everything was, it didn't even realize everything you have to write down, everything, just in case if you ever go to another job and you miss out on clients, it gets real. You know what I'm saying? Like, it really gets real. I learned my lessons on when I don't keep up with my non-tax money, that it'll catch up to me when it's tax time. So just be mindful. Please write all of your shit down. And that's just another main advice. Massage therapist is not a bad, it's not a bad job at all. I wouldn't even say it's a job if you really love to do it. Another word of advice is get extra credit, continuing education credits, so that you can expand your craft and really make some dough. Another word of advice I would say, to be truly honest, is migrate, meet new people, like-minded people that are on the right track. That's literally how you're going to get the support that you need. You have to literally build your village, and that's on every level possible. I understand that everybody wants to be on their own and independent and everything else. I'm on that same boat too, but you can't really do it all on your own unless you get some help and support. You can, but you still gotta communicate with people to get the support that you need. That's just real. That's just facts. Because not everybody wants to rely on a 9-to-5 job. The only time really people needs to rely on a 9-to-5 job is if so you can have money in your pocket to start up with your business, and if you have bills and you're currently in a situation where you really are on independent, and yeah, you need to have money at all times, but not just from one job. Another word of advice: stop grabbing jobs that don't fucking have benefits. Even though there are jobs out here that will give you benefits, stop relying on those benefits. You need to get extra just in case benefits if you can afford it. Invest into different licensing for example, I know there are people out here that are making money from home, booking appointments for insurance, investing in life insurance, another life insurance policy, and a licensing, so you can actually start selling people life insurance. Invest into cryptocurrency and stocks. It's really important right now that you really start liquefying your fucking finances, because if you're not starting now or before, the world is going to change so much. And I really wished that I was very smart with my money when I first started working. And I'm just giving you advice to teenagers. If you're just starting to work in your own job, you need to invest in yourself right away, because a lot is going to change, and our human freedom of speech and then some is going to change unless you fucking fight for it. Save your money. Don't be spending your money so much on fast food. Don't make the mistakes that I've made. And it doesn't matter, what you had to do to get by. Like the situation I was in, I barely even have food when I was working as a teenager. I had to go purchase the food because of the situation I was in at home. So I get it. We all go through stuff. But have money on the side for emergency. Have money on the side to invest in yourself. Have money on the side, period, to build a savings bond account. It's getting so real out here. And you literally have to be cautious of where you're putting your money. There are some people out here that are doing a pyramid scheme, and it may work for some, it may not work for others. There are some people out here that are using their money for stocks, and it's going to take a long time for it to grow unless you keep putting more money in there. It's going to take a long time. But it's amazing how much it'll grow, when time comes or whatever. Another word of advice, and I'm just being 110%. The world's changing. Invest into some protection. Get you a carry-on license. Did you hear what I said? The world is changing. Invest into a carry permit license. License to carry your own. Go to the police department. Pay for that fine. I don't give a fuck how you're going to do it. Go to the gun ranges. It's getting real. If you don't want to fuck with guns, go to websites, that give out discount samurai swords, fucking women defense devices. Or where is this bus? I'm sorry. I'm waiting on this bus to come and I don't see this bus. Anyway,